would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Navy's offense will be first on the attack. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. Like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Trying to set up the screen. Shakes off the defender.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Rice's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to... football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Got the first down. Looking for more.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. He uncorks one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it.
That's exactly what you want to do against the offense. want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they had it just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Off play action. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Now on 2nd down. Goes to the option. There he goes. Lots of running room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Jenkins. Gets it out quickly. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like,
he lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Navy.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Going over the top. He's got it at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. On the option. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Barnett. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking left. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Navy will go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Now just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 45 on its way. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
I love when offenses do this. Toss the ball out wide. Get it to your speedster away from all the big boys to let him put his speed to work.
And the guys try to collapse everything down, and then somebody kicks it out to try to give the back a crease around the right side. Wide open spaces. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here comes the option. The pitch. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Owls can really attack on this second and short. Run it with the fullback. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
On target. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the Mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They boot it away on fourth down. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Toss sweep right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running into the open space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Navy will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He unleashes a long one. Makes a catch at the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rice! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. There he goes. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fullback's got it. Plows through the defense. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Davey comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Sticks it in his belly. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock down coming. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And I tell you what, when the offense doesn't show a threat to throw the ball to certain guys, it makes it a lot easier to defend. I like it when you slip in a little pass to the fullback where he can get some yards after a catch. Have a nice positive game for your offense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Right on the money. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short. Looking to fire. Close to the marker, it's Chapman. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll toss it. Nice move there.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it.
All out of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He's looking to throw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. They're going going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Gonna take a shot. Holds it in on the left. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down when they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Off-play action on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Gets it out fast. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill.
It's a seam wide open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Got it in the middle, it's Barnett. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! They take the lead with the 6.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Caught in the backfield, it's Chapman. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They knocked him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll run play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He'll set up to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. And the returner will be brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Make great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
To throw, it's Horvath. Fires to the right. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. On the what they mean by gang tackling. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Midshipman.
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll take the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Owls have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Jenkins. And they can't make the connection on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And now they take the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. They'll send the back in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They booted away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is such a costly turnover on special teams because they've got the lead. But with that giveaway now, they've completely opened the door for their opponent.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the big fullback. Powers through the defender. done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Now on the option. Now the toss. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Navy will have to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
And the Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Jenkins. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is on its way. And they'll mark it down at the 30. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Quick step and go. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Quick toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. The offense coughs it up. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. Navy will have to punt it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that. right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in a split backfield. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going up top here late in the game. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give your chance.
He tries to take the top off. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College